What is going on, guys? Welcome back. We are in the Esper Fusion. We are going to fuse Gabby today. We're also going to go through all the steps that's required in order for you to get this absolute fantastic must-have 5-star Esper. Now, if you are like me and just started this game recently, for me, it's only been 21 days since I started this game. When I first jumped into the Esper Fusion, this looked pretty daunting. This looked like this was going to be a lot of work, maybe for endgame people in DISLYTE. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not like that. This is definitely for free-to-play players, and this is definitely for new players. So we're going to go through all the steps. I'm going to tell you everything that you need to do, everything that you don't need to do, all the mistakes that I made along the way. And let me reiterate the fact that this is easy and definitely obtainable by everyone. Now, before we actually fuse to get Gabby, let's talk about how you actually get her to begin with. Well, before you get Gabby, you got to get Fabrice. Now, in order to get Fabrice, you need to get 4 total Espers. Now, the first Esper, the Wind Bernice, is locked. You have no choice, but you have to get Bernice. Now, the other 3 can be anybody from each of the affinities. 1 Inferno, 1 Wind, and 1 Flow. Now, since you do have the choice between one of each, I would recommend taking the ones that you are not going to use and maybe not level up just yet. They might have a place later on in the game, but they're ones that you are not worried about right now. And so I particularly took this one for my Inferno, and then I took this one for my Wind, and then I took this one for my Flow. Now, they are 3-star Espers that I do not use and won't use for quite some time. Now, if you were not lucky enough to summon Bernice in one of the spins, don't worry about that. All you need to do is go up in this top right-hand corner up here and go into chat and look for a ripple dimension for Bernice. Now, when you see this ripple dimension, like right here, we have one for Tang Yun, but Bernice is going to pop up. And when you see her pop up, you click it, you battle, and then you get 5, I think, I can't remember. Yeah, 5 total Esper ripples. And then once you get enough Esper ripples, then you can fuse Bernice itself and then just get her that way. Now, once you have your 4 total Espers that you're going to level up, you're going to want to jump into story mode. Go into one of these modes over here on, I guess it's like the power up or something that's not in stages, the practice stage, I guess what it's called in one of the chapters. You click it, and then you put all 4 of your Espers that you're going to use that you need to level up, and then 1 really strong one, and then just go on multi-battle. And then just do that over and over again. Now, remember, you can back out of multi-battle so you can do other things. Now, while you're in story mode, leveling up your Espers, getting all your Experimon, you're going to want to go into the Sonic Miracle and farm whatever is available that day. Now, today, at least right now, we got Inferno, we got Wind. You're going to want to farm these as much as you possibly can because you're going to need quite few of them in order to ascend your Espers to level 4. Now, Fabrice, you don't need to go past level 30. Don't make the mistake of going from 3-star to 4-star or 4-star to 5-star for Gabby. You do not need to put in any Starmon. You don't need to have to make them 4-star. You don't have to need to do any of that stuff. All you have to do is go into Ascension here and do the first 4 Ascensions. All of them are going to require these waves. Now, depending on whether it's Inferno or Flow or whatever it is, that's why you're farming that Sonic Miracle. You're going to ascend all of these up to level 4. Now, level 4, you have to be level 30, which is max level for 3 stars. Now, this process with Fabrice only took me about 2 to 3 hours. And a lot of the times when I was doing the farming, I was doing other things like, watering the plants, doing the dishes, taking a shower, watching television. A lot of times I would just have my phone to the side, not really paying attention, let it level up and do the work all on its own while I do other things. Now, once you get all 4 of those Espers that you were farming in story mode to level 30, you go into their character profile and then you level them up to Ascension Stage 4. Then you are ready to put in all the requirements for Fabrice. Bernice, and then one of each of the affinities for Inferno, Flow, and Wind. Now, like I said, that process only takes about 2 to 3 hours. Now, you might have to wait an extra day because like today, it's only Inferno and Wind, and then tomorrow you might have to switch to the other one to be able to get the Ascension materials. And so it might run into another day, but it's only about 2 or 3 hours. Now, once you get Fabrice, you're going to do the exact same thing that you did before. Once you put in your Espers for Fabrice, you do lose them though. So you don't get them back. Those level 30 ones are completely gone. So don't worry about putting in gear, or at least when you fuse them, take off the gear, because I'm not sure if you get it back. While you're farming it and stuff, you can leave the gear on there. But once you are ready to fuse it for Fabrice, take off the gear, put them in there, you lose them completely, you get Fabrice back. Now assume that this one right here on the left is Fabrice. You're going to pick 3 more, one of each. One Inferno, one Wind, one Flow. You're going to start that process all over again and then farm them in multi-battle. Let their level increase to, this time it has to be 40. Now, since the level has to be 40, once you get these 3 stars, Fabrice is a 4 star, so you won't actually have to put in Staramon for him. But once these 3 stars get to level 30, you'll have to put in 3 Staramons each, 3 star Staramons each. So you'll need a total of 9 3-star Staramons. Once these are leveled up to level 30, so they can increase the 4-star. Keep farming them until they reach level 40. And then once they reach level 40, you do not need to go any further. Don't make the same mistake that I did by assuming that stage 5 Ascension meant 5-star Espers, because it don't. They only need to be 4-star Espers to do stage 5 Ascension. And so you're going to put in 5 stages of Ascension, which again means a lot of these materials. That's why as your Espers are farming Experimon and farming experience in the stages, you're going to want to go into these Sonic Miracles and farm all of the waves that you can. Now, I will highly recommend that before you go into the Sonic Miracle, get one of these elemental wave boosters for 1 hour. Now, they could be in your inventory, but there's also in the plaza. So you can buy them for in the plaza in the resource section for 250 crystals. And so you can buy one of those, and then you can farm those. You can farm the Sonic Miracle and make the process a little bit faster. Now, like I said before, don't make the mistake of taking a 4-star and making him 5-star, because you don't need to do that. And also, I don't know if this is true or not, but I would remove the gear that you are getting ready to fuse, because I am unsure if you get the gear back or if it falls into your inventory or what it does to it. I just had gear equipped so I could farm the highest possible practice stage so I could get the most XP possible, but then take off your gear before you fuse it. Also, another thing that be sure not to do with these Espers that you are going to fuse, be sure you don't do any of the resonant ones. Like, I have a whole bunch of extra ones. I don't need to do any resonant, because all I'm going to do is throw them away in the fusion. So if you have one, or if it shows like for me, I have multiple of one, 5, 6 of them, then be sure that you do not use them, because you're probably going to want them later. Also, another thing that you do not do is waste any of your Abilimons on the ones that you're going to use for the fusion. I know a lot of this seems self-explanatory, but I did make a couple of these mistakes. Now, you might have some Espers that are already leveled up, that you already put resources in, and you might be tempted to put them in, but I can tell you, don't do it. Just put them in the story stage, start with 3 stars from the very beginning. It does not take that long, and it is not very hard. Now, this whole process for the requirements to get Gabby, I already had Fabrice before the stream yesterday, but I pretty much started at 0, close to starting the stream yesterday, and we were able to grind out all the Sonic miracles we needed. I was able to grind out in the story stages, get enough experiment, level them up. I even starred them from level 1 all the way to level 40 in a period of 2 to 3 hours, and even grinded out the Sonic miracles to get enough ascension materials in order to, you know, put them in there and do that. So this process was not very, you know, did not take that long. It's wasteful to use a higher Esper than required. The only reason that it says that is because my silly, I don't know what I was thinking, you know, just mistakes of being a new person. I put in Staramon, 4-star Staramon to Fabrice to make him 5-star because I just assumed, you know, stage 5 you had to have 5-star, but that's not the case. Either way though, let's put these in. Let's fuse Gabby. Let's get our 3rd legendary Esper from starting the game. And you know, like I said, we've only been playing about 21 days, and you know, this wasn't a problem. This wasn't a problem. Let's go. Are we ready? Yes, we are. Woo, woo, woo. Feels good. Feels good. I mean, that's a fantastic, free, amazing Esper that anybody can pick up almost no matter your player level. Like, you don't really have to be even in this game that long. I mean, I think starting day 1, the very first day, you could start working on Fabrice. Now, you get records so fast when you're a new player. The ones you spin, they got in global chat, the ripple dimensions, you can pick some up in there. You're bound to have some that are easily throwawayable in the beginning, and it does not take that long to do. So yeah, hopefully this video helped somebody, and hopefully this video gave all those new players out there like me the confidence to be like, you know what, you're right, I can go get her. I can get a 5-star legendary Esper and be on my way to actually having a really good team. Either way though, guys, hopefully you did enjoy. If you're new to the channel, like, sub, turn those notifications on. We have been streaming, so be sure you come to a stream and say hello. Other than that, guys, I hope to see everybody again very soon. Y'all take it easy. We got Gabby. Now we can start working on her, and team's looking good, man. Team's looking good. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take it easy. We are out. Peace.
Hey, watch this! Run it.